Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakwenya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewani su adie. Na fe ya sansu ajieni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tietia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ye mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. 29th September. Annie. Enti for any reservation. Anasen chirichirimu bia. Any fresh huma true for we. 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jimai TV, and Afe, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Push sugar level, check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Anyways, we are back from the weekend. This is Showbiz Daily. When we come back from the weekend like this, then you should know that we are about to do our thing. And our thing is to discuss all the stories that you guys have been waiting for over the weekend and what has been transpiring in our industry. We are here to do that discussion. My name is Sammy Flex. In Team Dodo Solomon, Chemo is in your shot already. Kojo King is also on your screens now, as well as Roland Amati. They are top stars in Ghana. When you meet them, take photos with them. When you meet them, take photos with them. They are top stars. Top. Just say, oh yeah, top star. They are top stars in Ghana. So anytime you meet them, take photos with them and let's see what we can do. So as we are seated like this, then you should know that the game is on. Let me say thanks to Digital Rasta, who is also called Currency, handling our camera for us. Which Flex is the editor director of the show. Thanks for spending time with us here on the show. We really appreciate you guys and keep watching Sammy Flex TV. Subscribe to us and let's do some more. Black Sherif is the current winner of the West African Artist of the Year in the Headies, and as it stands now, he has been mentioned as one of the winners, and I know my boy will be feeling proud wherever he is. Meanwhile, Rema also won, and during his thank you message, he dropped some bombshell that I think Africa should discuss. On this note, I would want to see if we can start that discussion so we move on to do other things. Chemo, aka Intim Dodu Solomon, is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. Kojo King is also an artist, marketing executive, and a pundit. And Roland Amate is also a digital person. He is the digital communicator at Shagzy, ride-hailing app owned by musician Charles Niyama Mensah, aka Shatta Wale. He is also an event publicist, talent manager, and more. Now, let's listen to what Rema said attentively. Then I asked my people what they think about it. Then again, whether it is a subtle shade to Burna Boy or not. Let's watch it. I'll be right back.
I want to say thank you so much, first off, to Andrew Vibes and London. I want to say thank you so much, first off, to Andrew Vibes and London for giving me this amazing beats, for making this all possible. And yeah, big shout out to the fans, big shout out to everyone who have supported this record, you know, the media houses. I must say it's very important that I should let everyone know that I'm not here because of the awards. I'm here because it's important to support our institutions. And when I say institutions, I mean, like, you know, the bodies that support you to be able to achieve this major successes, you get me? The media houses, the awards, you know. I feel like we are in a very sensitive period that if we don't give attention to our institutions, with this chance that we have, if we miss this chance, we will never have this chance again. Because you can see, even in Lagos or in Nigeria, the fans don't even trust the artists no more. They don't buy tickets no more. We own Afrobeats. You get me? But until this year, Afro Nation is coming to Nigeria this year. But Afro Nation has been doing Portugal. Afro Nation has been doing Ghana. You know, but that shows that our utilities, our institutions are failing slowly and slowly and slowly, and it will affect us big time. And that's the reason why I'm here. Be it Afro Rap, Afro this, Afro that. Last we go jam for Afrobeats Award. You get me? So this is our chance, because we are not the first African genre to make it big. Oh. Reggae has done its own. Oh. You know, and there's a reason why we're doing what we are doing right now. But
well, so that was the acceptance or the thank you speech from Rema on the platform of the Headies. And let's say congratulations to the organizers. This time around, it was held in Atlanta, US of A. I saw a post from somebody who said Headies moved from Nigeria to Atlanta because they were not getting sponsorship in Nigeria. I was a little surprised though, and according to the person who shared that information, they have moved to America because the sponsor, or the one who is currently holding it down, wants to hold it in America for 5 years before it will be released, maybe to its former location or wherever. But I was doubting, like, I had this not getting sponsorship, but the people themselves, they have money already, because the Headies guys, they have good money. Let's see how it goes.
But this is the second time that they are doing it outside.
No, I know, yes, I know. So they have been doing it there, and that's why the person is saying it is because they were not getting sponsored. That's why it moved out from Nigeria. That's what the person is trying to say. I'm not too sure the veracity of that particular information though. But what did Rema say? How did we understand it? I'll start with Roland, who has been doing more events. Let me get his opinion on this. Ro.
Sammy, either way, let me start from where you just ended with the text that you said you saw. Either way, even if Headies has moved or is moved to US because of sponsorship issues or because they are not getting sponsors, I still see it as a positive move. It is business. And at the end of the day, if whatever you are getting from the US is still in line with whatever vision you have for the scheme, that's it. Yes, aside you projecting whatever you want to project, that is the African music, wherever the money is coming from, is it stopping you from projecting that same vision? No. Because as far as I'm concerned, all our people won awards on the night. And if we are to even compare the number of people, like our people who won awards to other nationals as well, we will know that we won more. And if we won more, it is still for us. So either way, it is still making business sense.
What do you mean by all our people and we want more? I want to understand.
Africans, I mean.
Oh, but I heard this is for Africans.
Exactly. So there's no point in debating where it is being held. There's no point in trying to say, oh, yes, maybe you can encourage people from the motherland to also try and sponsor it. That is a different conversation. But business-wise, wherever the money is coming from, if it is making sense or it will be able to help the scheme sustain it for 5 years, of course, they should let it go. After all, it is not changing anything about the scheme. It is not affecting the scheme in any way. I was expecting maybe, the moment the American sponsor comes on, then they say, we want to, for the next 5 years, we want to introduce 10 different categories into the scheme and say, okay, American African artist, American Nigerian artist, or create these categories for us. Then you know that, okay, the sponsor is bringing maybe a different shape of what the original vision of the scheme is. Then we all can say, okay, maybe there is a different agenda and that we need to force our people to try and raise money, sponsor it so we can claim it back. Other than that, there is no cause for alarm if it is being held in America or wherever the money is coming from. Now, to what Rema said, yes, I see a very big shade in there. If you ask me, the shade is big because because you see, in his speech, it is just, he said he's not there for the awards. Yeah. But he is there because he wants to support the institutions that have made the Afrobeat what it is. We know currently, if there's one person that quote and unquote, he is downplaying the name of Afrobeat, those people, Nigerians will say it is Burna Boy. Of course. And Burna Boy himself is now moving away from the fact that he does Afrobeat. He's now saying he does Afrofusion. That's what he's doing. So in Rema's statement, you realize that he said, yes, whether Afrofusion, Afro-rave, last, the award that will be given based on Afrobeat and not your Afrofusion, because your Afrofusion is not recognized anywhere. It is the Afrobeat that is being recognized. And you see, he's also trying to paint a picture that, okay, let's support the institutions that we have now. Because just like any other genre, ours will also be a minor one day at some point. And if we don't support these institutions, when ours becomes a minor, we might suffer than we are even like we even suffered in the past. And that is it. This is a very political statement. If you don't understand political speeches, you might not understand. Chema will tell you, if you want to save yourself, tell them what they want to hear. But if you want to save them, tell them the truth. Burna Boy tells them the truth, but that is not what they want to hear. True. What they want to hear is what Rema is saying. And Rema wants to save himself because at the end of the day, he knows that whoever comes to say the truth like Burna Boy is saying, he's been lambasted. Yeah. Like they ship him. They ship him proper. So now he wants to save himself because you see, if we are talking about Nigerian artists who have played more shows internationally than in their homeland, Rema is part of them. True. And we know the conversations about people who are playing more gigs outside than in Nigeria. How they are being seen as selling their birthright. So now Rema wants to paint that picture. He wants to save himself from that conversation. That yes, I might be outside, but even if Headies is happening anywhere, I will still come. You see, I was just asking myself, what if Headies had happened in Nigeria? Rema is still touring. So it is in America, and he happens to be close. So he would definitely go. Exactly. he would definitely attend. He will make time to. But if it was held in Nigeria, and probably it would be a longer distance to him, I'm sure he wouldn't have gone. Now that he's just taking opportunity of the situation to save himself. Because the conversations around Nigerian artists touring outside, as much as it is bringing glory to them, there are a section of them who are also not happy, who also feel that Nigerians are selling their birthright. Because recently the conversation is, the monies that are sponsoring this artist are not coming from Nigeria. The shows that they are playing, they are not playing in Nigeria. So economic wise, Nigeria is not benefiting anyway. So he still wants to tell you that yes, I might be outside touring, but I am a son of the land. Whenever you call on me, I would respond because this is Afrobeats that has given me this glory. And I will do anything in my power to protect it, including bringing my image to support whatever events that you are doing, because the Headies is one of the tools that is supporting the Afrobeat rave, the Afrobeat agenda. So he's trying to just save himself from that conversation, and also encourage others that yes, this is what we have. Okay. The earlier we conscientize ourselves to save it, the better for us in the future, because if it falls, and that is why he made reference to reggae. It's not as if reggae is down. Reggae is still in existence. People are still doing reggae. But if we are talking about the hottest genre currently, it is Afrobeat. And just like he made reference to reggae, where reggae was one of the hottest genre at a point, yet
took a nosedive.
Exactly.
Gave the space to another genre.
Afrobeat can also do it. Even with the fact that we have giants who are Afrobeaters who are now trying to downplay what Afrobeat is. The Afrobeaters. You see, especially so.
Bad idea.
So he's just trying to say. So you see, he's just trying to save himself from the whole lambasting conversations and attack as far as Nigerians plying their trade outside their own jurisdiction is concerned. He's telling them what they want to hear politically.
Okay.
That's what they want to hear.
All right. Kojo, you can also continue from there.
Yeah, people don't just make speeches. It comes out of a lot of experience and information and all of that. Once I'm not privy to whatever that may be happening, I want to deal with the statement holistically, what he has said. And I think he made a lot of sense. The statement is deep. You may think that coming from such a young guy, you may expect it from somebody who has been well experienced in the game, but coming from Rema, he has earned respect from me. One thing he said, that he did not come to the event for just the award, but to support the institution. And that is a profound statement to make, any which way that you may look at it. Because award schemes are there to throw a certain light on artists. There are artists whom, by the mere fact that they got platform to be on certain award schemes, that ignited their career, and from there they were able to build it up, and they are where they are. So you may, if you get to that level, what you need to do as an artist is to also make sure that you uplift that scheme or that institution. And for us
you also add your brand.
Exactly.
To it, yeah.
For us to sustain, for us to grow far, it should be a comprehensive growth. It shouldn't be an industry where artists are only growing, event organizers are not growing, managers are not growing, bloggers are not growing, events and award schemes are not growing. It will never help anybody. It will come back and hit you. And even recently, VDA was suffering that. In a case that artists feel that they have issues,
so they are not even going to help.
They don't want to even go there. They won't make appearance. They don't even share flyer. But forgetting that some years back, let's reverse it. some years back, a platform was given to you and you built upon it. So in as much as today you are having some differences, you don't kill that institution. Because by your act of not showing up at the event, patrons will feel like, oh, Charlie, but this year, the big boys didn't come. Then they will also withdraw. Then the companies are losing. Sponsors will withdraw. Then that side of the industry will die. What you have done is a lot of upcoming musicians who may need that platform to project as you did years back, they will lose out. So it is a good call that when we are sent to that level, we shouldn't think media is nothing. Media didn't support us. We need to also empower the media, regardless. Whether we have issues with them or not, that side of the industry must be sustained. Because if it dies, yes, we may think we are up there, but the rest,
foundation,
exactly, it will be shaking.
Yeah.
Because now, if a presenter, because he called an A-list artist that appear on my show and you declined, what it means is, if this small guy, if that the presenter decide, okay, hey, me platform their discussions, I won't depend on any artist anymore.
Yeah.
It means it will affect everybody, including those who are now crawling. So it should be deliberate that as we grow, as we rise, we should make sure that all the other facets that need to also come along with us, we also have to enable them with our power, because they made you.
True.
As he said, these platforms made us. So we shouldn't feel like we have outgrown them.
Okay.
We still need them, and for the sake of those who are behind us, we also always have to make sure that they should grow. He also tackled that back home, and even the Headies was supposed to be held in Nigeria.
Yeah, they are the real owners of the scheme.
Do we know the reasons why this time they moved there?
That's what I'm saying. A guy has suggested that.
No, but it has moved before.
Yes, before, but I want if they are doing it. So it is in their plan to be rotating, or maybe one or two reasons why that is why now they don't want to host it in Nigeria. But Rema said something that even now back home, artists host event and fans are not willing to even support, pay, buy ticket, and all of that, which is a problem.
Yes.
So whatever the reason may be.
So the problem is not even limited to Ghana alone.
No, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. But no boy has been.
People make it look like it is limited.
No. But no boy has been firing Nigerians. He's not okay with Nigerians, certain attitude, and that is fine because we have home issues. But how we can fix our issues and portray a good image out there is always important. So in as much as we are fighting, doesn't mean we should sit down or we should wash our dirty linen out there.
Okay.
So artists, so that they can also be empowered and move further, it's also an issue. So if it were to be for sponsorship that they have to move the Headies out there, it is not good.
Yeah.
Because if it's held in Nigeria, it's being held in America. Because now the venue that you booked, ticket prices, the aviation, where is it going to? It's going to the foreign side. Because if you are hosting it in Nigeria, people will fly in, the aviation sector will benefit. Hospitality, people will be lodged in hotels and all of that. People, ashes and all, some companies will get logistics. So it is better it is held in Nigeria than any other place. So that is a business that is being lost. And if they have a sponsor, and now they have to bring their ideas before you realize what it's meant for the cause of Africa, or to a larger extent, maybe in Nigeria, it will be changing. It will be changing. Other influences may come in because people are putting their money in there.
Okay.
So he has made a good statement, whether it is political or not. If we can pay attention, because he could have chosen not to speak this way.
Yes.
He could have chosen not to speak
In fact,
this way.
he was not the only person who received award on
Exactly.
the night, but as it stands now, he is the person whose statement is being discussed.
Exactly, because the reason why reggae will still be reggae is that reggae institutions, do you know, still they have platforms that they have festivals, reggae festivals.
Yeah.
They are still playing. Reggae artists still tour.
Reggae and dancehall awards.
Exactly, they have their platforms solid.
dance,
Rema, whatever.
Yeah.
So it is there because they enabled other systems. So in as much as it's not in vogue now, the platforms are there. If you are a reggae artist, you know that okay, this time I can be booked on this festival to go and play. So now Headies is one. Let's say Afro Nation is one. Afrima is one. So we need to put ourselves out there so that we will get more. So that in 10 years, if Rema is not in vogue, now he still have these platforms that he can even go there and perform. Or he can earn recognitions over there because he made a deliberate attempt to empower it. He made sure that, okay, if you invite me, I won't say, oh, I don't need Headies. I am beyond Headies. I'm not going to show up. He wouldn't come and add his value so that they will all grow together. And in the near future, it can bring other people up and also affect him better when Afrobeat, it is not the sensation anymore.
Okay.
So that statement with the Burna boy bits, that what they say, because hey, it be artist talk. It is also necessary to also
for the culture.
Exactly for the culture. So whether you believe in Afrobeat or whatever, because we shouldn't begrudge people who also feel like Burna boy is like spiting against Afrobeat because yes, if you talk about Afrobeat. Close your eyes. You will mention Burna Boy.
Yeah.
So for that flag bearer to say, "I'm not doing Afrobeat," I'm not doing.
And then they move US.
I'm not. Yeah, it's just flag bearer is not for president. To say I'm not doing Afrobeat and all of that, they can also feel peeved and all of that.
Okay.
But at last.
Everybody go
chop last. Well, Chemo will wrap up on this topic for me. How he also understood that speech from Rema and whether it is something that Africa should discuss, what he talked about. Because that is what I said in the editorial, that what Rema has said should be a heavy discussion in Africa. Yes, Chemo, let me get your opinion.
Yeah, it sounds nice. And I want to believe that it was a prepared speech. It wasn't spontaneous.
Yes.
I would doubt if they will say that it was spontaneous. Like after getting the award, then he started talking like that. I doubt that. Yes, and when you prepare a speech, I mean, you have to do your best. You have to come out and say all the right things that people want to hear.
Politically right.
Yes, and that's what he did. It's nice. It sounds nice, but we can only test it with time. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. But at this point, I won't say that he's doing it. I mean, they are all playing shows outside, including him. Okay. So you can't say that let's empower our people back home, but you are not home. You are doing your stuff outside. So that's one. And again, the award scheme is in the place that he's around. It's not like they were doing it in Nigeria. He was about to play a show in US and then he decided to come for the show. That's where I will take the statement that I have to come to support, not necessarily to get the awards. But at this point, you are around. So going there is not a big deal. That's the thing. Or he wasn't in Nigeria and because of the awards, he has to go and pick it and come back. That one, then I will take the statement that he wants to help. So it's a good statement, and I think yes, we have to think about it and see how good we can support everybody. But me, as I've always said, support is not like the way some people understand it. Support in this sense is like let us all do our part and make money for each for ourselves.
We can meet at the junction and break bread.
That's the support. It's not like you let me support you so that you make it and me I'll go hungry or something like that. No. And people will come out and say the way as if they just want to support you without them getting anything. But when you go deeper, you will see that no, the person too, he wants to get something from it. It's not free like that as we take it. So I will take his word for now. But let's watch and see what will happen when Headies really needs him.
Okay.
Like when we are doing Headies in Nigeria, Lagos or Abuja, and he is in London or somewhere, and then he will say that because I want to support, I want to fly down and make sure that everything goes well. That's where I will say, oh, okay, the guy is serious and he wants to support. But because it's a good statement, we will take it like that. And with the shade there, I didn't see it like that. I mean, sometimes coincidentally, you can say something and then it will hit something that somebody has said already. I don't see where he will have issues with somebody like Burna Boy by using the word last because it is always will resonate with Burna Boy song last. People will connect it. But for me, I think it was a harmless statement which happens to meet somebody's issues because Burna Boy is having issues with Afrobeat and other stuff like that. So if you say at the end of last we go jam with Afrobeat, then obviously people will connect it. For me, I don't see it like that. Yeah.
Well, brilliantly said by my pundits, Roland Amate, Kojo King, as well as Intim Dodu Solomon. You can simply call him Chemo. Over the weekend, another thing also got the people talking in our music industry. Now this, I would want Chemo to still continue. It came out that two young men who are here are well-known dancers here in Ghana. They have some influence on the TikTok app as dancers. And information has it that they either should be students of ATTC, that is Accra Technical Training College, or maybe one of them, or they have all graduated. But the big story is that when these two were featured in the latest music video of Olive the Boy, aka Good Sin, and that in the video they were wearing their uniform, there is wind out there that these two, either they have been suspended or they will face suspension or they are yet to be suspended, one of the three. And I'm asking, is this a big deal? Meanwhile, there is a story like that some years ago where Papa Shutan of Book Bag fame wore a disco uniform on a stage or for a performance or something like that, or in a video, and he was also, I think he was even sacked. So let me read this story, a post from Kwame Dazi to support this discussion. It says, hey, things have changed though, or it is not as serious as I see it. You remember how Papa Shoto of Bookback got fired from a disco for going to perform at a show in their school uniform? Not long ago, I saw some dancers in Accra Technical Training Center's uniform in a viral video of Apoteke Pete Pete. Olive the Boys recently released Good Sin video. Again, they are in ATTC uniform. Richie, I'm not done reading unless you want me to cut it. Do these dancers seek permission from the school authorities before performing in their uniforms? Are they even students of the school? What does JES Code of Ethics say about this? I am not being petty. I am just asking questions. That is what Kwame Dazi, who works with Joy Entertainment Desk, is asking or saying to us. And Richie, you wanted me to read something else? Maybe now you can bring it if it is still there. You can bring it up if it is still there and if it is valid. But until then, even before I read that, maybe, okay, this one is coming from It says ATTC students face suspension after appearance in music video with school uniforms. Okay, I think I get this particular information. Thank you. I'm sure same way as Kwame Dazi also posted. This is a lengthier post on that. I think I even published it as well. So I think I know what Richie Flex wants us to know. Now, should this be a big deal? All the conversation that this has generated, is it worth it? Is the school, or will the school be right? Should they suspend or punish these two? That is the kind of conversation I want us to do next on this particular topic, and I would want Intim Solomon Chemo to start this.
I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, and it's different from the case that Kwame Dazi was citing. And the fact is, those people then.
So I'm also kind of fact is the practice.
Okay. Those the Adisco boys that as he referred to, I think for them they were students in the school and then they ran away to do it. I don't know the details of it, but he said they were students and they went out to perform in Adisco's uniform. So something is missing there. I think he should give us the details, whether they were in school or they were at the vacation time or something, and then it happened. It's different thing altogether. The same thing applies to these guys. Even if they were in school, where you can fault them or where they may face the suspension is the fact that they may be in boarding school and then they run away to go and do this. They don't need to seek anybody's permission. But if you are in school, you are in school. You can't just sneak out to go and do this. And no one will give you permission to go and do a commercial job if you are a student and you are in school like this. It like unless they will give you some special treatment. Otherwise, they won't allow you. They will tell you that when we are on vacation, you can go and do your stuff. And that's where I'm going with this. I mean, if wearing the uniform, first of all, the uniform belongs to them. And then again, if they are using the uniform to do a bad thing, then the school has every right to punish them. That's why we say that you are putting the name of the institution into disrepute. And for that one, even if you are outside the school, if you are on vacation, you can be punished for that. Because you are putting the name of the school into disrepute. But let's zoom in on this one. What is wrong about this? How are you going to say that they are putting the name of the school into disrepute by featuring in the music video? That will even pay them and also encourage people. If you are a dancer, you may also make money out of it.
Yeah, you can also dance same way.
Yeah. So where is the wrong thing that they have done that they have to be punished?
So to them, the wrong is that they performed in their uniform.
Yes.
Making the institution or the school more or less like a school that is not serious. Students move out in their uniforms to just.
I mean, if
already there has been another one from Stone Boy, where Stone Boy's song Apotheke, these boys were also seen dancing, and out of that, Stone Boy even promised them a free concert. So almost a good thing to blow up. Some free concert.
So dancing now is bad for school's image. Is that what they are saying?
No, it is not a dancing.
Okay, so
it's the uniform doing the dance.
Yeah.
But dancing, anybody at all can dance. But the moment you use the uniform, then it means you create an impression like the whole school. This is what the school is known for. And then coming not far from what Stoneboy posted, that once again being them, and they were even on campus then.
Square.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the point I'm making.
They were on campus. That one they were on campus.
Yeah,
people.
They are just two of them, not the whole school dancing. So how can you connect it? Any reasonable person trying to justify that because they are in uniform, the whole school, nobody will take them serious. Like just try to be.
No, it will take one person.
If one of them goes to win athletes, like you go and win marathon 100 meters. Is it for the whole school?
No. That is
That sounds
no. Here,
only 2%.
no, here's the difference. That one is sanctioned by the school.
So
So it's different.
So this
So,
one,
okay,
the
okay.
school
It's
did not
different.
sanction it.
Uh, yes.
if 2 students from there go and steal
Yeah.
in school uniform,
Yeah.
where is it going to?
So it is putting the name of the school into disrepute, and that's where I'm going. That dancing, would it put the name of the school into disrepute? If that's the case, then we don't have a case here. My point is that, listen, when what they have done, what negative impact would it have on the school?
That the school is not
Yes,
serious.
and then you are saying that the school is not serious.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that if you argue that it's not fair or it's not reasonable in my
Estimation.
judgment, and why am I saying that is that 2 individuals who can even without the uniform dance, and for us to say that they belong to this school, even without the uniform. People can ask and we say, oh, they go to ATTC the same way. So dancing is not anything that will put the name of the school into disrepute. That's where my argument is. You can, so for you to say that when these 2 people are dancing, it means the school, people will not take the school serious. That's why I have issue that no, that can't be. If they go like still like you are saying, they are putting the name of the school into disrepute, but nobody will say that all the people in the school are thieves. So why are you now saying that dancing will let them be that all the people in the school are not serious? Why? You are not being fair in your judgment. If 2 of them, like we are saying, went out to steal, we will punish them for stealing, but nobody will associate the school to the stealing like everybody in the school is a thief.
But the school's name will be mentioned.
Mentioned, yes.
So and that is what they want to avoid.
Yes, that is the bad side of it, if it is stealing. But if it is dancing, then why, like, if you are getting my point.
No, I get you.
Yes, if it is dancing.
You mean dancing is not a crime?
It's not a crime. Yeah, it's not anything bad. It's not a crime. It's not anything bad. So don't go and use that and compare it to somebody going to steal.
Committing a crime, yeah.
Committing a crime. So if dancing is not bad, that's the point. Then why would you punish them for saying that when they dance, the school is not serious? But meanwhile, when they steal, the people in the school are not thieves. You are not using the same standard. So for me, I think there's nothing wrong with this, and they shouldn't be punished for this. But if they did it outside the school rules, as in they ran away from school to go and do it, there will be other things apart from the dancing. But if the point for suspending them is the dancing, then I think they are getting it wrong, and they should call them back immediately.
Okay, Ro, continue from there straight.
That's I mean. First of all, I also don't see any problem with the dancing. And secondly, I doubt a bit if the school will take such action now. In fact, to me, it will be very, very, for want of a better word, like mediocre or very shallow.
Primitive.
Yes, very shallow for them to take such a decision now.
Let's use the word primitive. I think
Primitive.
It fits well, yeah.
However, the uniform of the Ghana Armed Forces is the property of the Ghana Armed Forces. The uniform of the Ghana Police Service is the property of the Ghana Police Service. The uniform of every institution is the property of that particular institution. So, regardless of how you obtain that particular uniform, you wear it under the rules and regulations of that institution. Yes, they measure you before they give you the uniform. We know it is for you.
You didn't pay.
Wait, even if even if you pay, it is still the property of the institution. Because, which is why you can't just wear uniform and say, oh, because I bought it, I am wearing a cap on top of it in school. There are rules and regulations with everything that is being given to you by the institution. You pay for it. You pay for it, but you cannot do anything that you please with it. That's it. So this is mine.
You paid for it, but you can't do anything.
Anything you please with it. Yes,
you can, unless it is going against the
exactly.
rules.
So that is why. So my point is that
unless it is going against
the
rules of the school.
No, it's not the same.
Chemo,
It's not the same.
Let's listen to it. Let's listen. Yeah, Ro, continue.
You cannot do anything that you please with it. You can only do things that conforms with the rules and regulations of the school. And if what you like is part of those rules and regulations, you go. But else, the moment you wear military uniform, whether you like the rules and regulations or not, if you are part of it and they sanction you as a proper military man and they give you uniform, your feelings aside, you are supposed to conform with it. Which is why when you are in a school uniform, you need permission before you step out. You need permission before you do certain things. The fact that you do things and they don't punish you or maybe try and find a way to punish you means that the school doesn't frown on whatever you're doing. The moment the school find fault, they will definitely punish you. Now, this particular trend, I went to the school's official Instagram page and I've not seen any communique as far as this particular news is concerned.
Oh, the school has an Instagram
Yes,
account.
They have. And it's an official one, ATTC Ghana. And it's very active. I have not seen anything as far as this particular communique is concerned.
The video there?
The video is not there.
Okay.
But you see, they posted the video, the one Stone Boy reposted. They have it on their official page. You understand? So
but
that
this one, they don't have it.
No. That is why I am saying that this particular Insta, I don't have any problem with it. Now, but then there is a danger that we should not fail to see, which is this will become a trend, or it is now becoming a trend. The guys became popular not only because of the dance, but also because of the uniform they were wearing. It is not only because of the dance, but also because of the uniform they were wearing. So indirectly, the uniform has now become part of their brand, which is why they did not feature in only the boys' video without any other attire than that particular uniform. Because I can tell you, if they had featured in that particular video without the uniform, so many people would have found it difficult to identify them. That these are the boys that Stone Boy posted, or these are the boys that went viral. So in order for the school or any other school to save themselves from future embarrassment, this is what I believe they should do. For creative purposes, obviously, you can't stop some of these things because even in school, we do entertainment, we do music and dance. But then there are prescribed things that you do when you are in the uniform. If you leave it to chance, the general public, oh, they should do it, anybody can do it, it will get to a point somebody might wear the same uniform for an explicit content, which might not conform to the rules and regulations of the school. And that particular thing might escalate in the future, and if the school decides to come and rebut or even frown upon, they will be seen as hypocrites. Because, oh, when they did this and that, they did not say.
They did not say anything.
But why are you talking about this?
Because it's explicit.
Exactly.
There's a difference.
But as a
but even the song itself, it's explicit.
But so you see,
only coding.
No,
you see, what I am saying is that this one is I would say it's not too direct because the students were dancing alone. The people who were grinding each other were not in uniform, so they can save themselves with that argument. But I'm saying in the future, you might get somebody in the uniform who would be doing like proper explicit content with it. Because, oh, it is a trend. Now everybody is doing it. So I believe since this has now gone viral and it is now becoming a hot conversation, the people or the school institution should be proactive and try and stipulate some of these rules and regulations even in the prospectus and the things that the students, the regulations book whenever they are being admitted, because the do's and don'ts of every institution is in those books. So the moment, yes, you can use the uniform for A, B, C, D, but these are the no-go areas. If you even want to use it for commercial purposes, you need the permission of A, B, C, D before you do it. And even if you want to do it, yes, some of the commercial purposes, the school can sanction. Currently, sometimes it will be, people can argue why a school should sanction some of these commercial movements. Because yes, it will also bring light to the school. And in that sense, it is part. Because if students are being made to dance at concerts, school concerts, in their uniform, then there's nothing wrong for you to sanction some of these things. But then, in order for the institutions to save themselves from future disgrace, they need to make it clear their stance. Or maybe if you want, just like if you want a military or a police uniform for a shoot, after shooting, you need to send it back to them to approve before you release it. That is how the schools or these institutions need to make their demands. Else, there are so many people that will take advantage of this trend, and it will escalate to a different level that they might not even have the power to control it. So this is a very good test case. First of all, like I said, I don't think they would punish the boys for whatever they are doing. But in order for them to save future embarrassment and escalations to a different level, they need to make what they like and what they don't like very clear. So if people are trading now, because of this, I am not sure, because of this news, I am not sure they even sought the permission of the school before using their uniform for such commercial purposes. I'm not sure they did. Now, some people would also not do. Oh, na say ATTC for a BDR. And yes, so most of them are school at a family. Whether we are old student or we are new student, even if you complete the school, the uniform is still the property of the school. And any other thing that you do with it, if it doesn't conform with the rules and regulations of the school, they have every right to take you on. So yes, you might pay for the uniform, but it is not yours like that. You can't do whatever you want with it. So my point is the institutions should be proactive. These things can escalate. So they should prepare rules and regulations down. So they know that, oh, if a musician is coming for a uniform for such A, B, C, D, just like when they want the police uniform, they write officially to them, get them and use it, and we sanction them before they go out. The earlier they do some of these things, the better for them. Else, these guys, I don't see anything wrong with what they did.
Well, okay. Kojo, finalize this particular topic.
So, for the records, nothing has happened, right?
In fact, there are rumors around that they are being suspended, or information is that the school wants to suspend them for this action.
So, okay.
So it's not confirmed.
It's not a confirmed.
No.
Yes, because if like the Rastafarian issues, it was out there. We saw schools coming out.
No, this is not confirmed.
This one, honestly, maybe they are thinking a lot. They are predicting what the future holds.
Exactly.
Which is fair, because this is the job of a journalist. You can also predict and see what can be done in the future. And I think one of the problems we face is how to correct writings done in a wrong way. It's also a problem that we face as a people. The fact that it was right, we don't want to correct the ways, and which in the long term, yes, it will become a problem. So you are hungry, so you saw somebody's food, you stole it, and you ate it. You don't have to arrest them and imprison them because they were hungry. You know. Yeah, but that's what if they sanction them they take them the way by the person was hungry and all of that, a lot of stuff.
Chicken my pizza man.
The boys, I think one thing that we need to pay attention to is the camera craze in our schools. I want to believe there were some times that they didn't allow these guys to use mobile phones and all of
I
that.
don't think they have changed it.
They've not changed it. That rule is still there.
So when you go online, all these young girls twerking in school uniforms, all these people, what does the school say with students owning phone during even school hours? So I'm also disappointed if the school posted the Stoneboys video. Because they are empowering the youth. Because under normal circumstance, if you're a student going to school, you don't have to go along with a phone, mobile phone, a smartphone. If that is the rules, if they have changed it, then fair enough. But if they have not changed it, that is an error. So right on the school campus, after school, in their school uniform, they shot it. Or they took a phone from a teacher.
No.
They shot it with their own phone.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing them, most of them, they have even, those are pretty basic students, they have smartphones. While they've closed from school, you see them on their phones. To the extent that some teachers are using their phones to record students.
And especially these minors.
Exactly.
Yeah,
putting it on social media.
They even do that with minors. Like,
your child, before you realize your child is trending, because your child couldn't say the Lord's Prayer. Your child is trending online. Your child couldn't recite the national anthem, and a teacher has captured the child, and the child is trending online for no reason. And all these things, GES, it is under their watch, and they have kept quiet, watching them to happen. To the extent that the school thought, now this is glory. Hey, Stoneboy. So they posted it. You are empowering the guys to do that. So why wouldn't they feel okay when they approach them that we want to shoot a commercial video with you and even pay you? They will be proud because the first one we did, our school posted it.
Well, maybe the school might have posted because Stoneboy out of that also promised them a free show. That anytime he comes to Ghana, he's coming to give them a free show.
Again, doing the right thing the wrong way. It is not wrong for Stoneboy to come there and perform for you. But the point is, if you allow this one in, don't discount the fact that other things will also come. So think far.
Drink kind.
View far. Don't just see this one as the hype. Because other things can happen. We are battling these students in their dormitories, all these twerking videos and all of that. And some of them, their school badges are right on their breast. We see it, that this is the school. And so if I'm a parent and I say, hey, so this school, this is all they are about. That it is just a few students, but it goes a long way to affect everybody. Because the image that it will send out there, it's not about what the guys are doing, but how the conversation will be out there.
How people will interpret it.
Yes, that is how they also protect the uniform. So I'm very worried with they endorsing the first one. They could have let it slide, although they got the mileage and all of that. But if you have endorsed it, then the guys can go. So I will be very, very, very surprised if they punish these guys. And I'll come back and say they are hypocrites, the school. Yes, because you made them feel like this is right.
It's okay to do.
This is right. Because probably you guys feel like we are in the internet age, so these things are allowed. We can do that. So why is it that they have brought glory to you? And I want to believe maybe some of the teachers will even praise them. Charlie, hey, you guys, you have taken our name far. You know, you have done well. This and all of that. So, and now coming to the people, those who call these guys for the music video shoot.
Baba Sadek and his people.
Maybe it was after school hours. Maybe they made them so because these guys.
Is the school a boarding school?
No, it's a day school.
The
As
whole
far as
school?
As far as I'm concerned, it's a day school.
Okay.
Okay.
Capra,
So,
circle.
probably after
I'm not more complain.
I'm more
Yeah,
complain inside on
Associated General.
Yeah, I know.
So probably they are on, or maybe they are on Instagram or whatever. So they contacted them, and after school hours, they invited. But I don't want to believe they will call them
during school
hours.
Yeah.
I just want to give them
The
the benefit of the doubt, that knowing how well informed they are, to take them during school hours, knowing that these guys are supposed to be in school.
The shoot was a day shoot though.
Of course, but I think their shot was in a room, so maybe
area,
it could be evening or whatever.
It was a day shoot.
In Kanye
It was a day
Oh,
shoot.
no, but
Oh, but they can shoot it.
they can shoot in the evening.
anytime.
Maybe
No, what I
weekend.
I know for a fact it was a day
Maybe
shoot.
weekend.
They shoot. It can happen.
It can happen on a Saturday or Sunday.
Good.
So with them, if it was off school hours, they have the right to use them because they don't need to go and see their headmasters, or probably their guidance or parents will be needed. But the use of the school uniform is a problem because that uniform has an identity, and that identity have owners. So, however, whichever way you utilize it, it has a consequence. They can decide to interpret whatever will be good or not. You think it is art or it is projecting the school, but to them, they only decide whether it is good or bad. It can be gospel song, but they can tell you no. We are not okay for our our uniform to be displayed in here because of A, B, C, D. So they have that right to do that. That is why if the uniform will be involved, there need to be further research or further inquiries to be made before that thing will be done. Because if you are a student and you have a uniform and you close from school and you are still wearing your uniform and you are engaged in any act, as soon as you get arrested, they will fall on your identity.
Yes.
So they can rush to your school and say, hey, this person is from this school, to get more details. But meanwhile, you are doing this off school hours. So if you are using it commercially, and even the law says if you are not more than 18 years, you can't be engaged in some of these commercial things.
No, it can be supervised by.
It can be under the guidance of your.
Yes, supervised by a parent or a guardian.
Or your guardian.
So if we go in there and we realize no parent or guardian was contacted, but it is just the boy's consent that was sought, there's also mistakes in there. So it is a good call that we need to pay attention to and make sure that we do the right things the right way. Not that you do the right things the wrong way and after you expect us to accept it because it is a right thing that has been done. And the camera crease, the rate at which students are now happy with camera, knowing that we can trend. You know what? It means a lot too.
Yeah.
And it is not only about just the shooting or displaying of art. Some of them betting. Some of them on social media doing other stuff because they have a phone. Because it's like the school accepts. Oh, we see some schools even, they take some photos and all of that. Last I saw one, like they took some selfie in the app like that. It was very nice. and I want to see the school will be happy that the students are now engaging them. So in as much as we are in the internet age, technology age, students need to be guarded and guided. Else, we may be inviting certain things that will affect certain areas of our lives that in the long run, things that you think was beneficial will come back and harm us very, very bad.
Well, Olive the Boy Good Scenes video has been out. Check the numbers for me. Let me see if
500,000 or so.
Hey, wow. Inka Kum.
Nanka Sony music and that.
Oh wow, ink. That's inky. That is very, very inky. That's very inky. That's very inky. Like dope.
Let me.
Okay.
No, it's
337.
Brother, let me clarify something small.
Go ahead.
With what we are discussing,
and it's trending number 2 on YouTube music.
My main thing is, if there are rules that are against it, then nobody can do anything about it. What it means that the students should even be aware of it before they take this step.
Okay.
From what I know of, like many years ago when I was in school, even with that uniform, if you do bad things that they can associate with the school, you will be punished.
Yeah.
So nobody is saying that if you wear the uniform, you can do, even without you wearing the uniform, you will still be punished.
Okay.
So the point I'm making is that what happens, whatever the students will do should be based on the how you describe what they have done. Like if they do bad things, regardless
whether what they have done is condemnable.
Yes. It shouldn't be about just that we think it will bring bad things. No. Whatever laws that you will still prescribe, some people will still do bad things and they should be punished. And those who will do good things should be let go. Like that's my point.
Perfect. Let's do the last story because of time. I know, so let's try to do this as the very last story for the day. And I'm asking, because we are media people, I'm asking that the seeming war between media people and celebrities, in this case, let's pay attention to musicians. Will it ever end? That seeming war between musicians, media people, pundits, journalists, and that thing, will it ever end? Because it looks like the fire rotates. If we power, nako UTV, nako peace, nako class, nako adom, nako like a rolisa, maybe I no be to be. In fact, even in this studio, not a man for fire. That seeming war between media and the musicians, especially, will it end? And again, who are the real problems? Is it the media not understanding the works of the people, or the musicians not understanding the work of the media? Over the weekend, Vada Duchimwa really spent time on Shatta, gave it to him wotoporiously. For the first time, I've seen people condemning pundits, and I was asking myself, oh, then it means many people did not even agree with her. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you've not seen it. Let's watch this. Roland played it first to me in Sogakope over the weekend. When I woke up and my mind was hot. I had so many things to clear. And he said, have I seen this? The moment I finished watching, a call came from Thrash.
The same matter.
The same matter. Oh, do you know another one too came when you went to your room? Oh, another one too came. And they also, that's a bad thing. What is the solution? That seeming war between media people and celebrities. A problem, the pie, dang. Will there be a solution? Can we live in peace? Watch this. I'll be back.
Oh, to funny before said they shouldn't invest in any expensive music video. So me on radio on Nicole on radio arguments back and forth. An artist worth your salt. Ujina ho ka chain may invest in music video, and you are giving the young ones some more reasons why video de okojina kwan chain baby now chana and from a buffer when no it should go just like that. It would see one now say ah ejume ya ya bokwan to o se pese ye koye nim na mo amu na mo siesem na mo kra torch no torch bearers na mo di animu no. This is the kind of education na mo de mo bana and omo wo echitafo bi a chese uka miti we obi be yeme uka shia omutie. And it tells me say what artists no wo thinking no emajuma eba ho ejuma wo Shatta ho. At this stage ye my me ola. At this stage ye DJ track 2 track 3 at this stage and Curtain Razor everything me bo live 2 solid hours unti bre po ni mu Curtain Razor na ye performing Udopa bo Shatta performances recently. Edru baby a onante te so ba. Edru baby no pa ba ko bia na chi mu odu no abu atopa na guso. Ebu bia no agina stage nchinchen no abekasa ene ye hia media hwe dom egu ha. Odo amowo ma minti na mo adwuma na ewo ho no you are not focusing on it o. Nemom obi rehearse obi reiterate challenges no. Eno na wo so frank asi ni so se mo wayade Stone Boy ababe kasa say mo say o2 aye feel eye pressure o so ono no eye self awareness mano
yeah
eye pressure mano ye boniti so ye bona pampem but ono pese o chance ye yire ni komu on ka sa pampem ni ye boni ye prano enti o yes self introspection hu say madam funi Davido me na bo activate otiminya platform say ejina so ne all ye na nya de say menwom ne fall short o ye plug bi na see piapia ne me bi di sem into wonya self introspections mama starting bo 2000 3000 4000 venue menya sa connection with audience no e bia menwom bia me feel sa hit wo Ghana kra no because boss anyum no ho a emfa crowd na wo ho no into over the years no or building a repertoire no so you can say a full-time 2-hour concert onim ebia the kind of songs obebo from back to back to back to back oti ha and I wo chechi wo mo oti wo poolside na wo blow bubbles they're also there trying to make it for themselves or certificate 2000 na wa understanding crofo enti wo de wo friend pressure and I Ghana for kasadodo and I Ghana for yesi and I Ghana for yesi onu hu ni sa o or reflect it how I be multiply 2000 no akwakonya ni 20000 and you are here calling him a Curtain Razor me challenge no on my live performance 2 hours pe so December obebo
no wait me why be that
no me dear me as I say no me who my me no more
I be that
me who me nka onye bi da e bia no ye bi da ba me me feel ya me kai e wo me tim ni track 2 track 3
covid time no me remind
no me dia me kai na me ka
on kai to jam
me dia me kai e na me ka e bia wa bo life bo 5 hours scrapping I don't mind but yeah the wo to Stone Boy who a bia wo attacking me nka say Stone ko attacking the first one anya de nipa no opoki na wan fi na ko anim but me shasa comparison na fe e got so petty say o se kwa na ko show Instagram photos only Burna Boy o copy no bie obi on fa ni phone bie Burna Boy page na ko bie stone a gen similarity na e ho Masa omi anwini ehu
but on the live one live show no so we back here time COVID by no Wale did one of the best live performances ever in the I've forgotten the title of that concert but Wale but Wale so
it is what it is as it stands now that war it is not easy for us to keep that war. I think yesterday too I saw a Kojo King video be and also another one so yeah fire. Sally Davis I've seen a man who says he wants to sponsor that show but because of that Asimbinti now I'm saying Asembe so yeah who can tell you media to make am I then get on Intiana or me that make cash I give me that cash you Well, because we are close, the time is running out. Will this war end? Not understanding ourselves, will it end? Or then we give the artist that kind of word that guys say an event more behind through. Otia, because these things, it took them. Take it or leave it.
It will end. It will end because it is born out of bitterness from all angles, from artists, investors, promoters, presenters, pundits, hosts, DJs. It is a comprehensive bitterness.
Fans.
It's a comprehensive
Afrobeats. Fans, yes.
Fans.
So it won't stop. And we choose to fight it with the wrong mechanisms. How to settle our scores. That's why I said, if an artist fire you on their social media handles, I believe every entertainment person also have their social media handles. So I wish if it's that fight, you can also record and put it out there. Although they may have more numbers than you, but once it is in response to that person, they will also respond to it. But this platform is like, let's say you are occupying a public office where you are your goal is to serve everybody, and maybe I'm at the passport office and I have issue with Sammy Flex. When you come there, then I want to mafia you. I'm using that public office to mafia you, because the role of the media supersedes just using it to settle personal sentiment. So if you don't take time, yes, that is the platform you have. You use it, but in the long, you are affecting the industry as well. You may think, yes, once you have a platform, the person use their platform, so this is also my chance. But your goals and your objectives on that office supersede just that. So we may use it and affect, because right now, people who want to be seen as investors, they are watching this show because they know that this is a platform that, okay, they discuss this certain conversations. They will come there and they will listen to some of these conversations, because this is a very formal setting. It's not like social media that you just wake up, create an account, you pick it, you have data, and you go through. This is a well-structured setup. You have producers, it goes through channels before whatever content out there is put on. So it will never cease, because now it has gotten to the point that if we do it this way, it gets more traction. It gets more traction. And I find it difficult that Shatta Wale, if you don't take care, you always fight for no reason. The least chance you will fight. And when they are speaking, you see the kind of energy in there. So you know that this is not just today. It has been there since. The person mean them long time. They just waited for the right opportunity to just fire. Which I think is not the best. It shouldn't be encouraged at all. It shouldn't be encouraged at all. We shouldn't continue moving like this. Same to the artists as well, because they will also tell you the artists also insult them. So if you insult me, I also get opportunity. I hit you back, and that will be back to back to back to back. No time for settlement. No time for anybody to say, okay, at this point we need to push an agenda, and for us to push the agenda, it will need a collaborative effort from both the artists and the media and every stakeholder in it to do this. Now, this conversation about O2, Arena, and all these platforms that they want our musicians to be on, I ask myself, what is their interest? What is their interest? And some of them will tell you that, okay, musicians are ambassadors. they are this, they are that. Meaning, if a musician achieve to certain limit, they don't benefit alone. It goes a long way to benefit the overall industry and even the country at large. Because when Shatta got the deal with Beyonce, we mentioned Ghana as well.
True.
Everybody will mention Ghana. Through that, I know there will be some agents who will reach out to certain other Ghanaian musicians, research about other Ghanaian musicians, and maybe some of our industry players will get certain deals out of this. So same with O2 Arena. Yes, we want to see that our artists are also playing there, and maybe even for conversation, the bragging right. If Nigerians are boasting, we can also say that yes, our people are also there, and also business. So if we so much need it, and it's not just in the interest of the artists, then we also have to support. We also have to play a major role in there. Or if you leave it with the artist, okay, me, I'm coming from a team as you. My mother no get, my father no get. Out of my music now, I buy 5 man.
Share what you go share.
I get 5 cars. I'm cool. I can decide to sleep. But it get to a certain point in a person's life that now you're moving forward. It's not only for your interest alone, but for others. Because you wake up and you have a business somewhere. You have some boys around you. So now it's not about what I can eat with myself and my family. Other people's interests will have to move forward. So if left to be me alone, I can decide to sleep. I'm done. Based on my motives and my reasons for doing this, I'm done. But now, accepting Ghana, that I feel like, okay, if I do this, it's not because of the money alone, but for the image of Ghana and the industry. So let's hustle and get this for Ghana. It is not like the footballers that when they are going to play, we have $5 million, $10 million budget down. They negotiate winning bonuses. It's not like that. This one is an individual affair. So Shatta can decide, oh, Charlie, I do some. I mean, I have my businesses and I have that. If I decide not to do music again, I'll get my streams and all of that. Let me relax. But he will be there, and he feel like Charlie Ghana, we also have to be there. We need to be there for the name of Ghana. If it is for the name of Ghana, then everybody, the media, fans, we need to also secure our interest in there. Else the artists can decide to back off. And they will suffer. They will continue to eat. So as certain rich men are moving, investing, because not for them alone, but for other people to also feed, is the same thing that where our artists have gotten to now, where we think they have done whatever they need to do in the local space, and they need to go out there. It supersedes their personal interest. They need the industry behind them. But we have issues. We have fought. You have insulted me. You have told me that you don't need the media. So me too, I am a ya. Intinya dia me de beche wada. De bia me de so. De bia me de so. And you see, funny thing is that those days they said the media has no, traditional media is dead. Now they are also on social media. So they have their transmitters.
Yeah, bro.
They have their transmitters in addition with their numbers. So after doing it on their traditional platform where our mothers in the villages have watched, they will cut it and face you on the social media. So you will see it. So now they are showing you Pepe. Now our videos are trending more than your own videos. So the industry, it is sick, a comprehensive sickness from top to down. That is how it's like cancer in your body, and it has deteriorated your body from top to down. So if we really want to sit down, we need to do proper research about these whole industrial problems from all aspects: bloggers, journalists, artists, fans, investors, let everybody pour out before we can even have a solution for us. Else,
Bro, we are closing.
Why, Simon?
The moment Kojo said we have to call for a sit and say, who is going to call for the sit?
No, the research. The research there, you shouldn't call for. Like, we can do the research and to pick a sample, but not to gather.
Okay. Yes, Ro.
This is the word of God.
Thanks be to God.
This particular beef between the media and the artist will never end.
So one day, let's make the artist know.
It will never end. In fact, see, unless the artist decides not to work with the media and the media also decide not to work with the artist, that's the only way. As it stands, the entertainment fraternity has no beef with the Greek sector, do we? We don't. Because directly we don't work together. But you see the artist and the media, we are like Ghana and Nigeria. Oh yes, we are brothers in the same house. There are points we can all agree on something, and there are points we can never agree. So far as we are working together, no. You see, it is because we both carry different ideologies, different visions, but sometimes our goal meets at a point. So you see, at that point where our goal meets, that we will agree. But because we have different visions, we see things from different spectacles, and we interpret things from different mindsets. So until one decides to break and humble and understands the other, we can never come to a consensus. And that's what we are seeing. See, some artists, regardless of the sense the media will say to him, will never understand and would even interpret it as the media hates him. I give you this example. A young artist coming up records a song, throws it on social media the following week. Oof! Goes viral, sensation, wow, wildfire. And you know, the media will start inviting you. Oh, come. Already, this person is not prepared for public speaking. He is not prepared for that spotlight. Everybody rushing you. So the possibilities of him goofing on the media space is high. And you see the media space, it is just like a national team. Oh yeah, the moment you find yourself there, indirectly, we see you as matured. So whatever you say, you must take responsibility for it. Whether you say the good thing or you goof. When you say the good thing, we will praise you. When Black Sheriff went to UTV and he gave those fantastic submissions, didn't we see the praise? Everybody, oh wow, Black Sheriff is intelligent, wow. But if he had goofed, the same measure, pressed down, shaking, running over, is what we would have given to him. You get it? So in this instance, such an artist, when he goes on the platform and he goofs, that's it. And the media begins to punch holes into the things that he's done. The first mindset, the media hates me. Because if they don't hate me, people have said worse things than what I've said. But then they were not cooked like mine. So definitely in his mind, the media hates him. These interpretations some artists have, or these kind of mindsets some artists have. Now, experiences also count. So many people in the space, both the artists have had bitter experience with the media. Media people have also had bitter experience. We were in Volta region. And you see some radio managers saying, they manage the radio. They manage the platform. You are an upcoming artist. They were doing events, playing your songs. Now you blow. They want you to come and use the same image to come and grace their platform so they can equally empower young artists. You say, speak to your manager. And the manager too say, money in the hand, cash in the ground. Now they are also peeved.
Money in the hand, back for ground.
They are also peeved. So you see.
So when the artist was an underground, they were doing moral business.
Okay. So you see, the interpretations there, some are right, some are not right. There are media houses that have sponsored or have helped artists into certain places that under normal circumstances the artist was supposed to reciprocate that particular gesture and did not. And they are peeved. Like genuinely, they are peeved. It is there. And there are some who out of these ignorant sentiments are also holding these pains. So when your matter come, we go chop am. Giddy. Woto. So these things there, moving forward, it is not going to stop. The only way that I see that it can be minimized, not stop though, minimized, is when artists, recently I've seen this, that every artist in Ghana has a plug in the media. That is the only way this particular thing can be minimized.
A plug how?
Yes, so artists have direct plugs in the media. It is either they are employing you to help them in their day-to-day running, like their dealings, or you are the first-hand information in terms of whatever is going on with them.
Okay.
So many artists have these kind of links. Shatta Wale has you and Sammy Flex TV. Some people have an industry. No, I'm not saying it stops. I'm not saying it is going to stop, but it is going to minimize. Because at the end of the David. No, you see.
His point is
if
nothing at all.
Yes,
Sammy Flex TV.
Exactly. So assuming Kojokin is an artist, he has no plug in the media. When his matter comes, I will chop him. Chemo will chop him. Sammy Flex will chop him. But if he has me, if not for anything at all, you see the effect that the three of us would have given to him. At least it will minimize.
We'll chop you and I. Many lions.
No, you see, regardless of how many people coming against you, since it is still the media and the person that you are plugged to is also influential, that effect will not be the same as everybody coming at you. And that's it. You might have people who will believe whatever propaganda others are doing against you. But you see the one that is also doing something, quote and unquote, for you, that will also have an effect on your brand. So moving forward, this thing is not going to stop. But there is a way to minimize the effect on your side as an artist or as a media house. That is if you have plugs. Because now see, there are media houses, or just like artists have plugs in the media, there are media houses who also have artists at their beck and call. They do events today. They call artists A. The artist has no other option than to come and grace the platform. We know they have, most media houses have them. You understand? Until these relationships are being strengthened, some of these bakeries today with Timmy, tomorrow we're coming, today we're hearing me say these things, it will not stop. It will never stop. So yes, we should find a way to foster or strengthen some of these plugins relationship that we both have, that the media have in the artist fraternity and the artists also have in this media fraternity. So we can also, and that is the only way we can also understand each other. Because sometimes the media do not understand the artist and the artists do not also understand the media. But if we work closely and not far away, like I see you doing this and you also see me saying this, then and we come closer. Okay, today Shatta is going here, Sammy Flex is following him, Stoneboy is going here, and the Dusty is following him. This person is going there. This person is like, he has first-hand information. He will know that, okay, then this is how this person thinks. This is how this person behaves. And these are the reasons why they do some of these things. Because now there were things that artists would do and it would shock you. But currently, as we speak, you always say that now you understand that artists, they have the same attitude. So there are things that will not shock you again as a media person. Now, and somebody comes to report an artist in a certain light, you don't go shock. because you now understand. You find yourself in that artist fraternity, so you know how they behave, and it guides you as a media person whenever you are dealing with them. But some people don't, and that is why these things will continue.
Okay, Chamo, close the show for us.
Yeah, I think we have to make it quick. So I'll not spend much time. But this time around, I think I'll go against the media, and it's based on what the lady did. I think he did so many things wrong, and that's where it is not fair to artists for us to do that thing to them. Yes, I think we are all doing our jobs, but if you want to go in certain directions, I think you have to prepare yourself well for it.
Okay.
Don't just go and say anything and say it anyhow, because the thing is not, well, but if I should say it is fortunate or unfortunate, not long ago I've been listening to a book, or if I don't know if listening can also qualify as reading.
Yeah, it's an audio book.
Yes,
Yeah, it's an audio book,
so you can say listen.
and it's about intellectuals and society. How certain people whose job is to think and come out with theories or something that we may call solutions and all that, they are the intellectuals. So you can consider the pandits as intellectuals, because that's the job. Just think and talk. That's our job. And then the society is what is happening to everybody else. So a banker, a musician, an engineer, they are all part of the society that's going on. Okay. So as a thinker, in this sense, when you get it wrong, in fact, you don't mostly suffer for it. Some even get praises for getting it wrong. And that's a typical example is what the lady did. She got certain things wrong. I'm not there trying to correct her, and she won't take it. Mid-year. The sad part of the sad part of it is that a doctor cannot have that luxury. Say, oh, you operation.
Why
can say you am mid-year say na me operation. A businessman cannot do that. No. Because you'll be punished for it. If you're a businessman, now you say you're wrong there, cause Charlie, you don't have a business. They come back. So you will think twice doing your things. The same way with the musicians, with our musicians. They can suffer for their actions if they don't do it right. As a musician, if you are not doing the music business right, you'll be out of business. Nobody will call you. Nobody will have you in their affairs. So you will suffer, like you won't make money. But if you are a pandit and your job is to talk, you can get it wrong and nothing happens to you. So like when after reading that book, I got different feelings or like opinion about how an individual works, which if they get it wrong they will be punished, and those who may not be punished, I think it's not the same. So the pandits or any intellectual at all, if your job is to just talk based on your thinking, your reasoning and what, I think we have to be careful how we talk about those whose action may cause them. You can't just say it anyhow like that. Yes, if you have the right information, if you have the right thing, you have every right to say it. But if you are saying it and somebody is prompting you that no,
it's not said.
It's not like that, and you still want to go there. Yes, at that point you are just being reckless. And because you may not be punished for it, you have that luxury to say it the way you want to say it. And it's not fair to our artists. Not at all. This word is not a fair word. I mean, people will do whatever it takes to get what they want.
Yeah, to win.
Yes. But if you are doing that, or if you are in the business of doing that, know that those who may be punished for whatever their action are will also come after you. So what the lady did there, I think we have to condemn it. Especially at the point that somebody is correcting her and she was still insisting that this is the direction I want to go. It's no for me. And then the fight of media and then the artists, it won't stop. And I don't see even any solution to it. The point is that even if you are saying it the right way, somebody will not be happy because you are criticizing them. Even if you say it the right way, somebody may not be happy. So for that reason, the fight will not stop. But say it the right way, even if they are not happy. In that way, I mean, your conscience will be clear, and some objective people may say that, oh, but this one, dear, why are you angry? By the fight, it will not stop.
Okay, the fight will not stop, and that is the understanding we are ending the show with. I pray that the artist would also get to know that this fight won't stop, so they know how to contain some of these statements.
Yeah.
Because we are humans. There are some things you would strive to overcome. There are some things you would try to overlook them. But there are others, they hit you, you fall down before you get up again. And some of these things that we say in the media space, trust me, it hits the artists for them to fall down every day.
Yeah.
They only get up afterwards. And when they come, they act kidigba. But fake,
Still.
in their heart of heart, they are bleeding. So as it stands now, I pray that if we have understood that it won't end, have we considered the artists? Have they also understood that it won't end? That is who I pray for all the time. Special thanks to Roland Amate from Shagzi. Thanks to Kojokin, musician pandit, marketing exec, and to man like Intim Dodo Solomon, aka Chamo, also online manager for all your digital solutions. He is ready to take you through them. And Digital Rasta called Currency is our camera person. Richie Flex is the editor director of our shows. My name is Sammy Flex. Until then, subscribe to us and wait for more, because we have more coming your way. We are out of here.